Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome to Little Law YouTube channel. And this is me, Yavasant Shanmugam. In this video, we are going to see about what is a database server and what is it used for. So before we move on to what is a database server, let's see in one simple line, why do we need a database server? The database servers are the one that powers the applications, the programs, and the tools that we use and that we regularly use every day. And these database servers are devoted to the operational use of all the data which we come across in a daily and day-to-day fashion. These database servers are high-powered computers that store and manage data stored on a server for a network of users and devices. The term database servers, database management systems, and relational database management systems get used interchangeably. But relational database management system is the most often implemented type of database management. And collectively, database server solution offers central data management, security, controls for access and permissions, and an interactive repository for a network of users. In this video, we will look at what a database server is, what the database offer, the database management system software and vendors, and much more. So now let's start with why do we need a database server? We have a web server. We have already discussed what a web server does and how useful it is. We have also seen about app server. So why do we need a web server now? What is the use of it? The why. So any companies which has users from 1 to 1000 to million, any application or any program needs data, since data is the vital part of the modern organization. Data could be part of every product, every service an organization offers to the clients or to the users. This reliance on data means vigilance through robust development standards and consistent maintenance is critical. And adding to all of these, there is a universe of consumer and proprietary data that is highly sensitive. And any small or simple negligence or compromise could produce serious consequences. In the recent times, we have seen many of such incidents where the client's data have been shared online for money or for any other purposes, and the reputation of the client have gone down, and even many businesses have closed because of negligence to the data. So the data is very important. Holding it, securing it is very important compared to any other information on the internet. So now let's see what are database servers used for. Database servers are central to the flow and preservation of data that enables most applications, programs, and tools used by organizations and consumers today. So what is a central management data? Central management of data. So when the individuals or the organizations everywhere need the ability to store and manage data, and from email clients to storing critical application data, database servers offer a central location for managing and maintaining data. Say for example, if you are registering website, say for example, if you are registering your information in the Amazon for shopping, you're giving your first name, you're giving your last name, you're giving your address, you're giving your credit card number, the CVV, all these data are very critical, and these should be handled and maintained and managed very carefully. On the other hand, while small organizations can use a file server or a NAS for storage needs, database servers are the natural step to scaling network workloads. When it comes to preserving data integrity, With the importance of data and with the increasing importance of data, both proprietary or consumer provided security must be a consideration. Security should be the first consideration. And the servers naturally segment data from endpoints. However, database servers specifically can ensure access controls that meets the organizational risk management requirements. Features like user-defined validation and the integrity constraints further protect data, since protecting the data is the first priority to any database management server systems. The next one is the database servers are managed or they're equipped for multiple users. A database server could be working for a small office staff or for a global network of individual users. In either case, access for multiple users to the underlying databases, including permissions to update, delete, or retrieve data, are some keystone features. For example, an application like Netflix, where millions of users are watching movies at the same time. It is the efficiency of the database server that gives or that equips itself in a way that it gives access to every user at the same time for retrieving. At the same time, take for an example an application like Amazon where you book items, where you shop items, or where you add your items to your cart. And when you delete it, or when you add an item, or when you update the number of items in the cart, those must be properly updated and those should be updated everywhere in the system. And that is the next important and main functionality of the database server. So these database users, there are three different types of database users, which includes the application programmers who develops for crafting and maintaining the database management system. And the second set of users who are the database administrators, who we call as DBAs, who manage the entire database management system, and the support personals. And finally, the end users like us, who are the individuals engaging with the database management system. Knowingly or not unknowingly, we are dealing with data, or we are again who are the one who deals most of the times with the database management system, where we edit, update our details, or retrieve our data details from the internet, from the applications. And then now we move on to the ease of data sharing. So databases are the foundation for most websites and web applications, as well as their ability to create, present, and preserve data for communication purposes. With an authorization protocol, database servers are remote accessible and built to service modern workloads and complex queries. A multitude of users can access databases, collaborate, and update records simultaneously, and that is the main advantage of having the database server, where all the actions happen simultaneously. They do not happen one after the other, they happen simultaneously. So how do these database servers work? How? Since understanding that will give us more insights on how does these database servers work. Most database servers operate on the client server model, receiving requests from client devices and the respective users, and then returning the desired response. The database plays a foundational role in providing resources to network clients. Database servers are high-powered appliances capable of working with multiple databases to serve resources to clients, sometimes with assistance from intermediaries like application servers and web servers. The databases again can deliver resources with or without these additional intermediaries like the application servers or the web servers. So they can provide the data with their assistance or even without their assistance. Say for example, the databases can provide resources to clients without a web or application server, and the less complex tools, they normally don't require any application server, while many application servers have web server capabilities today. So Now let's see what is the controller agent model. So it was previously known as master slave architecture, and now the controller agent model is an alternative to the client server model. So one device, which we call as the controller device, has unilateral control over one or more agent devices, and this model displays database management systems, security and integrity capabilities. And the controller's primary server replicates its data logs onto agent devices. By implementing a controller agent model, administrators have a backup solution and they have the efficiency to scale out more confidently. They can balance the workloads and alleviate individual agent failures. The topic on database servers does not end without discussing about database management system, since database management system is the software for storing, retrieving and managing data, which is first developed in 1960s. Since then, database technology is driving the economy and the technologies. And today's most deployed database server type is our DBMS, which is the Relational Database Management System. But still, we have the Object-Oriented Database Management System as a popular choice for developers. And when talking about the technical features of database management system, we have database languages for defining entities, relationships between the data, and constraints and privileges to the users and with the data. And then we have the transactional processing, which helps to manage the simultaneous use and data loss prevention. And then comes the database tuning to monitor and improve database performance. And next comes the non-procedural access for non-technical users who requires access. And next comes the PLI, or procedural language interface for programming language configuration. And then comes the application development for configuring user input policies. So let's now see the different types of database management system. We have hierarchical, which is a tree-like system where all data are represented by parent-child relationship. And then we have the network, which is hierarchical, but this system can have multiple parents creating numerous data paths. And then we have the relational database management system, which is the most implemented system, which helps to normalize the data and organizes it logically in independent tables. And then comes the object-oriented, which is envisioned for object-oriented coding languages that works with complex data objects. And finally, before we end, we have some of the DBMS software and tools, which are the Amazon RDS. We have IBM DB2. We have Microsoft SQL Server, which is the most common and frequently used database management software tool. And then the MySQL. And then we have Oracle RDBMS and PostgreSQL and SAP HANA. I believe this video would have been very useful to you. Until we meet you in another interesting video, it's bye-bye from Vasant Shanmugam and Little Slaw.